Hey guys, Sandy here. Welcome back to my channel. It is Follow a Sketch Friday, and this is today's sketch right here. I will also have a link down below and also a link to the Scrapping Reflections Facebook group where you can post your version of this sketch. I do have one photo that's not really a great photo, but it is of the other side of the barn where we had a scrapbooking retreat. So they were on this side, I was on this side, so I just got a long shot there. And I've got some products that have been hanging around my desk for a little bit and I want to get them used up. So let's see what I can do. Now, I am not going to lie. This one, I felt like this one was a little bit of a struggle bus layout for me. I wasn't sure which wood grain side I wanted to use or which direction I wanted to use. Ultimately, I decided to go with the thinner slats of wood, and I decided to make them go horizontally instead of vertically. Now, I am going to create myself a little tag here, and one of the easiest ways to do a tag, if you don't have a tag punch and you want it to be symmetrical, is to line up your paper on a grid mat and count the same number of squares in and the same number of squares down, and you make little marks and then you trim them, and then there you go, you have a perfectly sized tag. So that works. Now I am liking the way that this is looking right now. I love the wood grain. I love a wood grain and floral. Like, that is just a match made in heaven, and then you add a little bit of sparkle and life is good, people. Life is good. So we have this going on, and I am doing who knows what, but we are looking at this paper. Oh, so I'm trying to find another paper to go with it. I was thinking about maybe bringing in kind of a little softer, lighter floral, but that had way too much green in it. It wasn't this color whatsoever. And then I was like, well, maybe this will work because this is a Bloom Street paper as well. And that didn't work. I thought about this bad boy. I like the colors of it, but again, I just wasn't feeling it. After I got through this point, I was like, what the heck am I doing? And I was like, well, the diamonds, no, definitely not the diamonds. And I was like, I love this floral paper, but you know what? This watercolory background will be a good work. Like, this could work for it. So I'm going to go ahead and trim down that watercolory background, and I am going to go ahead and use that for the next element on my layout here. So as I nearly knocked down the camera getting my ATG, I'm going to put that guy down, and then here is the photograph. Now, like I said earlier, this photograph is not like some fantastic photograph. It's just the other side of the barn while they were scrapbooking. And I don't know if you can make it out or not, but that is my friend Crystal right there. And then her layout count. So we sat back to back, and we kept our little boards, and we were counting how many layouts we had completed during the weekend, and we just kind of like put them there at each other so that we could say, this is how many I have, how many do you have? So just some friendly, fun kind of competition of getting the layouts done. And then, of course, Amber made sure that we followed the rules where if you scrapbooked a layout, it had to have journaling on it. If it didn't have journaling, it didn't count. So, you know, and you guys know how I feel about journaling. Sometimes I don't feel like you need journaling on every single layout because you might have multiple layouts spanning a story. But in this case, it didn't matter. It had journaling on it, even if it was just a line of it. Because, you know, we had to make sure our layouts counted. So now I am using some of these crafty stickers off of this sticker sheet because, as you guys know, or as you guys might not know, who knows, this sticker sheet was from my How to Kill a Kit with Style, the Purple kit. Actually, all of these papers, the floral and the glitter paper are left over from that as well. And I did not use any of the crafty stickers off of this sheet. So I knew that I wanted to scrapbook something crafty. And I hope I didn't already say that in the introduction, because I filmed the introduction when I made the layout and I'm doing the voiceover days later. So I don't exactly remember what I said in the introduction, but there we go. So I'm just going to layer up a bunch of stickers and figure out the ones that I like and the ones that I use. In this Bloom Street sticker book right here, let's just be honest, the butterflies and bugs will probably not be used. They're just not really my jam. They're not the things that make me happy. So I probably won't use those. So we're going to just put that to the side after I pick out the ones that I want to use. Now I keep moving around this Maker's Gonna Make sticker because I want it to kind of be like that circle piece that is up on the top of the layout, but I'm not actually going to use a circle shape. I'm just going to use that as something that is kind of represented there. It's not going to be the exact thing, and that's just the way I'm feeling it. I felt like I needed to add something else here. It felt very blank and empty, so I figured a doily would be a good way to just kind of use up some space. And I know that that sounds kind of weird, because most of the time we feel like we don't have enough space on our layouts to get everything we want on, or sometimes I guess we feel that way. Sometimes I just want to keep adding more and more and more, and it just doesn't happen because I don't have enough space. But in this case, had plenty of space. So I'm going to go ahead and try to figure out what the heck I'm doing. I decide to bring in a couple more stickers, and I am really just loading up the stickers and the embellishing right here because more is more. There's this one. I couldn't get it to fit on the layout. It's kind of cut funky. Maybe if it was a rectangle or something like that, it would be a lot easier for me to use. And then this puffy sticker started to separate, so I was like, probably not going to use that. So I just put that off to the side as well. I actually think that puffy sticker fell completely apart, and then I rolled over it in my desk chair. So I think it made it into the trash can instead of onto a layout. But you know, sometimes that happens. Sometimes them's the breaks. Sometimes you ruin your stuff because you're a slob when you're scrapbooking and it falls down and you roll over it. Not that I would know about that or anything, of course. Right? Because we are all the neatest scrapbookers ever, and we never make a mess, and we never break anything, and we never run things over in our rolly chairs. Yeah, and we never spill, mist on our carpet or anything like that. That never happens. I do have to say, I probably haven't used mist that much since I did spill some on my carpet, and it's not even like a spill, it was like I dribbled it. So I gotta kind of get over that and make it happen. So here I am piling on more stickers, but I decide that one was one too many stickers, so of course that one couldn't go on there. I grab some baker's twine. Now this is a thicker twine. It is a white and a gold, so I'm just going to tie a little bow, and then it is going to go on my tag. So I actually wasn't even going to put a tag hole on my tag. So there was no naked tag hole to worry about since there was no tag hole. But the little guy was having trouble sticking to the tag without the hole. So a hole does go on that tag later, and then the baker's twine gets glued down into the hole. So I'm going to pull out these blue glitter letter thickers, these word thickers. They are from some Chamel collection, you guys. I don't remember which one. I'm not usually that great, I don't think, with remembering which collection thickers go with. Now, there are some people that have an uncanny ability to do that, but some of them I can remember, and some of them I just don't. And this is one of the ones where I just don't. So I'm going to go ahead and stick that back onto its packaging, and it's going to go back into my room. Into the little area that gets held. As you can see, that's where I was like, oh, just going to grab a crocodile and put a hole where this tag should go. And then that's going to make it much easier for my little bow to stay onto the tag. So now I definitely have a tag hole, so we got to put a bow in it. because we can't have naked tag holes. I do add on that always sticker right there above create. And that is going to do it for this layout, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Thanks for joining me for Follow a Sketch February. Be sure to head over to the Scrapping Reflections website where you can post your take on the sketch if that's something you're interested in. Thanks again. I'll see you real soon for another video.